point, they make you look really bad. And Coach Few had them ready to go. They really exploited our switching. And then offensively, we did a really poor job tonight. 3 for 21 makes you a bad offensive team from 3 because we had some good looks and we've made more shots than that. But 11 assists, 12 turnovers, and only 8 second chance points. That's not Baylor basketball. So for Baylor fans that stayed up, I promise we will get a lot better, and we will give you a better effort than this. As far as Gonzaga goes, I think they're going to have a special year, and always cheer for them when we're not playing.
Questions for Coach or Norchette?
Anyone?
Any questions?
Scott, what they got out of the 2 subs right there when the game was, I think you were actually ahead, and Stromer and Huff, how much did that turn things in that first half?
Well, definitely they're deeper than us right now, and their depth is experienced. They know what they're looking to do, and I thought we let the pace and tempo get away from us, and some bad offense, a lot of turnovers, led to some easy ones. And once they got that gap, it made it really hard and kind of took us out of what we were doing or trying to do. But again, that good teams got good bench play, and I mean. Those are really 3 good subs that are experienced and talented, know their roles, and we're still putting all that together.
Yeah, Norchad, what were they doing offensively that made them hard to deal with, both kind of on the perimeter and also down low?
Yeah, you got to give credit to Gonzaga. Great coaching, great players. They was exploiting the mismatch, and we couldn't find a way how to figure it out. So all we can do is learn from it and, move on from here.
Anybody else?
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Good luck this year.
Okay.
Those are ours.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you just go bang and bang, we're not very close.
Mark, what did Dustin Braden, I think they had 17 points in a row there in that stretch. What did they do to kind of get that thing going in the first half?
I mean, they just came in and, played with great confidence. Were very, very assertive. And, I think that's the beauty of this team. We got some nice depth. And I think somebody said we have 42 bench points. I mean, that's a nice little option to have. But yeah, no. Dusty rebounded the ball really, really well, and I think we were playing through B. Huff and Graham, pretty much all night, drawing double teams and playing out of that. They did a great job. I don't think either one of them had a turnover, and it was kind of the plan, and guys did a great job executing it.
Yeah, Nolan, you guys were pretty sturdy on the defensive end all night. What allowed you guys to do that and kind of prevent them from ever kind of catching up in that game?
Honestly, just the game plan. Our coaches, they came into this game, really on it, and honestly, we just accepted the game plan, knew it was coming, and yeah, we dialed in.
Coach Few, always Cameron McCann, Associated Press. Coach Few, always a proponent of great shots over good shots. With such a roster, brimming with so many talented guys, both on and off the court, how do you make sure you're still finding great shots and not just settling for good shots?
I mean, I think it's easy for these guys. They know the difference between a good shot and a great shot, and especially early in the clock. I mean, we put 100 up today on a great team and a kind of a scary team. I mean, they're really, really, really athletic and do a lot of different things on the defensive end, mix it up. And I thought it was a game, where they were switching every screen, which sometimes takes a little rhythm out of you. But our guys made the right read, made the right play, and turned down good ones to get great ones. We were getting really, really good 1 more, 2 more swings to 0-3s, especially in those corners. And when these guys, especially I think Nolan and Dusty, really kind of opened up the rim for us there, midway through that first half and got us going.
Yeah, for both Braden and Dusty, we've talked a lot about the depth that this team has, but to see it, play out like that, and for you guys to come in and make an impact, what did it kind of say again about what you guys have beyond the 5 starters and how deep this team can go?
Yeah, I mean, this whole group has a ton of trust in each other. We've got a lot of returners, and the guys who are new have fit in pretty seamlessly. So everyone trusts each other, and I think the coaches instill a lot of confidence in us. So to come off the bench and be able to contribute is pretty easy when you've got teammates and coaches who have a lot of trust in you.
Yeah, just to add on that, I think we all just play for each other, and that makes it so much easier coming off the bench and making an impact right away in the game. So, yeah.
Nolan, you hit those 2-3 back here. You hit those 2 threes in the second half. KB hit those 3 in a row. The place just went berserk. Can you talk about the crowd tonight and what those moments were like?
Just remarkable, man. The crowd, it was legendary tonight, man. It was rocking. Yeah, that's all I could describe it. It was huge for us.
Mark, dealing with the big kid in the middle, Norchad, and
Yeah.
the athletic Edgecombe, what were you able to do against those two? I know Norchad got his points, but he had to work.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, they're tough matchup with him inside, and just the way he rebounds the ball, we were very concerned about that. And then, gosh, their quickness, I think it was probably evident to everybody in this room. I mean, they were just jet quick. The guys I thought they did a far better job than we did, obviously, against SC of leveling guys off and helping each other. We were in the gaps. We made some nice plays off the ball. So they did an awesome job of kind of taking the message after that exhibition and then executing it, because you can't guard those guys one-on-one. You kind of we had to definitely be in our gap defense, kind of rotating around.
For any of you players up there, just kind of what statement did you guys make tonight? You mentioned the great game plan you had going in, but to beat that team by 38 points on opening night, just what kind of statement did you make tonight?
I think we understand this is only game one, so there's a long ways to go. We're not where we need to be quite yet, but it was a good first game. I think everyone who played made a big impact, and we're really happy with how we played tonight. But we also understand it's November right now, and we're playing for March. So yeah, it's a good start, but there's still more to do.
Yeah, for Mark, in the first half, Graham wasn't getting his shot to fall quite as much, but he had a few big rebounds, and then he was kicking out a lot to the shooters. And then obviously second half got the scoring touch to go a little bit more. What did you see from him tonight?
Just what you said, I think, and you got to understand initially they doubled the post. They were doubling him, they were doubling Huff, and so we're going to play out of them and kind of kick it outside and swing, and see if we can get a three or drive a closeout. So even though he wasn't scoring, we were still playing through him. And then again, he did a really nice job when he was guarding Ormier and kind of anchoring our defense. So second half, he kind of got going. They weren't quite as aggressive with their doubles in the second half.
Coach Cole from Gonzaga on SI. This matchup obviously was the main event of college basketball today. You're in relationship with Scott Drew goes back. Just how important does that relationship go into building a matchup like this, and how great was it for the sport today?
I mean, listen, these things don't come together unless you can get, it takes two teams and two willing coaches. I think that's the hardest thing, is getting willing coaches to kind of do something like this. I mean, we had various places all across the world. We were trying to get this thing done, and then fortunately for us, the Spokane Arena was open and were able to accommodate us, and it was an awesome spectacle in there with the crowd, and I'm sure it was a great show for everybody watching on TV. So I mean, I wish we could have got an earlier TV time. It was a little frustrating with that, especially for such a matchup. But again, we were trying to send the message that these games are important, and we got to get college basketball kind of out in the forefront instead of wait till March. Just do more and more of these in November and December.
Time for one more.
Mark, you had a pretty big grin on your face the last 2 minutes after Joe's dunk situation down there. What'd you make of that? And then he also had 2 assists late there to close it out.
I was just proud of him for, we've been jumping up and doing our vertical contests on all those, so he did what he had to do, and I think he got to experience what these guys were experiencing, the lead athleticism. So, but he hung with it, had 2 more assists, and kept playing, and it was good it was great to be able to get him in a game like that.
Great question.
Thanks, man.